Well, I've made it back to one of my favorite places in North Dakota. Not going to tell you where it is. I think that I kept that secret even in the video that I did. I might have mentioned it, but if I didn't, I'm going to keep that one secret. This is one of my favorite places in North Dakota. Right on a lake, kind of hidden from town. You can see the hill behind me. And I think Trixie has, where's Trixie? There she is. She just ate, and boy, I tell you, bam, she's gone. Laying in the sun. What a great spot. Bathroom right there. Spot for Trixie to relax in the sun in the evening. Sun rises out in that direction. Usually get great sunrises. And if it's cloudy, good sunsets. But when it's cloudy, it also rains. So anyway, we'll pass on that. Within minutes of arriving at what I described as my favorite place in North Dakota, I did what I do a lot of times, just picked up my phone and went online. And obviously the thing that hit was the political assassination of Charlie Kirk. It was politically motivated, a coward that did it from a distance. And to be honest with you, it reeks of a cover-up. It reeks of more than one person involved, whether there's one shooter and several different people that were covering up the location and the identity now of who it was. It is very disconcerting that someone who disagrees with you politically can go so far as to take your life because they disagree with you. It is extremely cowardice, obviously, and I hope and pray that the individual responsible, even if there's more than one individual responsible, that all of the individuals responsible for this are brought to justice immediately. It is sadly reminiscent, honestly, of last year. I arrived in Brady, Texas, which is a favorite campground of mine as well. In this case, it was the one that's out by the lake, not the one that's in town. Richards Park is the one that I usually go to. July 13th, Friday, July 13th, 2024, a year ago, an attempted assassination on President Trump. And I was watching that live, so I saw that. Of course, you know, the reaction, his head turned, and then the reaction to grab his ear, and then, of course, being immediately inundated by the Secret Service and taken off stage. You know, that was real in real time. And the news kind of hit similarly. In fact, the first thing I came across was someone praying for Charlie Kirk and his family. And of course, at that point, I don't think that they even knew that he had passed. And I haven't seen it, but I know the type of wound. If you hit the jugular, you are minutes from dying, and you're more than minutes from anyone who can stop it, unless you have someone who is trained in emergency triage. Typically someone who's either prior service in the military or a nurse or a doctor on hand that can put their hand on that artery and pinch it. Of course, it stops blood, at least on one side, it stops blood to the brain. It reduces the amount of blood to the brain, and there can be damage there as well. But short of stopping it, life is lost. And so, again, I don't need to see the assassination. I know that if it hit his neck, then he died fairly quickly. Can't say painlessly, but he died quickly. And it's very disconcerting. I'm angry right now, and I'm working on processing through that anger, because there's really nothing that my anger will do that will change the fact that Charlie Kirk is dead. And I feel like this is going to be a galvanizing day. but it is a dark day in history. I don't know Charlie Kirk. I've never met him. In fact, I'm here in North Dakota, and he's scheduled to be at North Dakota, the University of North Dakota, which is in Grand Forks, which is basically where I'm reporting in about 10 days for the beet harvest, my seasonal job. And I was planning on going to the University of North Dakota, to the campus. I didn't know if it's going to be an indoor venue or an outdoor venue. It could be cold then, so it could have been indoor. They were requiring tickets, and I don't know. I hadn't, I've got 12 days, 14 days until he's actually. No, I've got 3 weeks before he's actually scheduled to be here. Obviously, he's not going to be coming. It's a moot point. But my intention originally was to take the opportunity to go see him in person. And all I can hope and pray is that the people who are responsible are caught and tried and convicted. And as far as I'm concerned, I believe that I overheard yesterday a representative from the state of Utah who did indicate that there is still a death penalty on the books in Utah. Take a life, you lose your life. It is a dark day in our history, and very, very upset about the circumstances, but we will move forward. I know that Charlie Kirk and his mindset would be that he wouldn't want this to divide the country further. But I have a feeling that there's going to be a clear schism that will have to be healed, because this is something that is galvanizing. This is something that will bring people forward in response. And I pray that we reach out to God, continue to pray for the division in our country, and do the only thing we can do. Ask God to step in and bring us back to a place where we were, or at least perhaps even a better place. And I pray this in Jesus' name.
Leaving this place, the sun's about to break. You're riding shotgun. The feeling we chase, I'm wide awake. Take me away now. 'Cause I won't go down the same old path again now. No, I've been running out of air, so let me catch my breath. Feeling I've got's making me crazy. If I'm having a good time, don't you blame me. Yeah, this feeling I've got's making me crazy, making me crazy. So I'm just gonna drive. I'm just gonna drive. I'm just gonna drive.